Thank you so much for tuning back into Valley News Live, taking a look outside here in Fargo. We have some of that fog finally arriving here in the FM Metro. Still having 3 miles of visibility, however, for most of us here in Fargo. But otherwise, our temperature sitting at 19 degrees, feels like 10, with our wind still out of the west-southwest at 7 miles an hour. We're still having, once again, our temperatures on the cooler side. Most of us still in those teens, but Devils Lake, you are getting fairly close to getting into those single digits, sitting at 11. Bemidji sitting at 15 as well, with Detroit Lakes at 18. And we also have that cloud coverage to thank for some warmer temperatures, at least in the north central and western part of Minnesota, for those warmer temperatures in those 20s as that cloud act like a blanket. But otherwise, for North Dakota, we're going to still stay much cooler overnight tonight than what we've seen the last couple days. But with just by around the evening hours tonight, we're still going to have some cloud coverage try and build in as well by tomorrow morning. Still with our overnight temperatures getting into those teens, with a few chances of some wind chill temperatures getting into those single digits and even getting close to 0 and in those negatives. And by your morning hours, we're going to have our temperatures still in those teens, but by lunchtime, we're already warming up into those 20s, mostly clear skies, but we're really going to start to see some breezy winds for most of us once again. Some gusts gusting up to 20 miles an hour, and even by around 3 o'clock, we're going to start to see some clouds arrive, as that is also associated with a weak front passing through, allowing for some breezier winds to arrive as well, but also another chance at some fog and some snow flurries. Now, this is only going to be some light accumulation, nothing more than just half an inch at most. But once again, still something to be concerned about, as it is going to cause, once again, chances for low visibility with those snow flurries and those breezy winds, with temperatures still staying in those 20s. But if you're headed out to celebrate the new year tonight, around midnight tonight, we're going to be sitting right around that 19-degree mark. And even by tomorrow, temperatures are still going to warm up into those 30s despite those clear skies for most of us and that chance for some fog and some flurries. But even starting off the new year, for our next 7 days, temperatures are still going to stay well around average for most of us, as our average this time of year is around those mid to low 20 mark. But it's going to be a little chilly for most of us as well. Temperatures in the morning still staying in those teens, and some breezier conditions on Wednesday. Another chance of some scattered showers and some snow showers as we head throughout the first weekend of our month into our next year. But otherwise, Zoe, it's going to get a little cold next week, but otherwise not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all. I think we can all appreciate there's no blizzards.
Yes.
As of right now, heading into 2024, that is a win here in North Dakota. So thank you, Shelby.